She never really had to acknowledge me, but I was still surprised when, at the end of the day, my song, Every Day and Die, was leaked on her project. We had just talked about it the other day. I truly believe she had more respect for me than that. After all, my love, hard work, and perseverance with you were genuine. So that's my secret. Rendition of Child. Is Mary J. Blige finally ready to address the claims Angie Stone made? Allegations that she played a role in sabotaging Angie's career, took her songs, and refuses to acknowledge the impact Angie had on her success? People are saying Mary needs to speak up, because right now, it's not looking good at all. And as always, I'll be breaking down the tea. Honestly, this situation has really upset me, because along with Dee, I co-wrote 2 songs, Parent Ice and Every Day. These were the first songs I ever wrote in partnership with D'Angelo. They took both songs and released the demo masters without permission. I only just found out this year that they released them as a B-side single. Without my consent, they never released it in the US because they didn't want me to find out. So, the version y'all heard? I never gave them permission for that. We all know that, just like Mary J. Blige, Angie Stone was a legend in her own right. She was one of the greats of her time. Angie was born into a deeply musical family. Her mother often sang around the house, while her father performed gospel and blues at local venues. As an only child, she admired her father's talent, which ultimately influenced her own dreams of making timeless music. Eventually, she helped form The Sequence, the first all-female group on the hip-hop trailblazing label Sugar Hill Records, becoming one of the first women to record a rap song. After finding success in the early 1980s, she later joined the trio Vertical Hold before launching her solo career. Angie blessed us with hits like No More Rain, In This Cloud, which held the top spot on Billboard's adult R&B airplay chart for 10 weeks, Baby, featuring legendary soul singer Betty Wright, Wish I Didn't Miss You, and Brother. Her 2001 album Mahogany Soul reached number 1, 22 on the Billboard 200, while The Art of Love and War, 2007, peaked at number 11. Beyond music, Angie showcased her acting skills in films like The Hot Chick, starring Rob Schneider, The Fighting Temptations with Cuba Gooding Jr. and Beyoncé, and Ride Along with Ice Cube and Kevin Hart. She also hit Broadway, starring as Big Mama Morton in Chicago, and revealed her personal struggles on reality TV shows like Celebrity Fit Club and R&B Divas, Atlanta. Tragically, Angie passed away on March 1, 2025, in a devastating car accident after performing at a Mardi Gras concert in Mobile, Alabama. While traveling near Montgomery, her vehicle overturned in a single-car crash before being struck by an 18-wheeler. She was pronounced dead at the scene, the only fatality among the 9 passengers, including her band members and backup dancers. Her death shook the music world, not only because of her immense talent, but also because of the struggles she openly shared. Just weeks before her passing, she released a heartbreaking video revealing her ongoing financial hardships despite decades of influence in R&B and soul music. She called out Universal Music Group for taking what was rightfully hers. After 40-something years in the business, I started wondering, where are my royalties? Because I wasn't receiving them. Come to find out, Universal Music has been collecting all my royalties, all my mechanicals. They've taken nearly everything. I won't say stolen, but they have absorbed all the money that was due to me. Despite several class action lawsuits, those who were supposed to protect her interests failed her. Many of her songs were never properly registered by the companies she signed with. Only now was she discovering the full extent of the injustice. I am truly a living testimony that God has carried me. But if you thought Angie was only referring to her experiences with UMG, you'd be mistaken. In the months leading up to her passing, she openly discussed her controversial relationship with D'Angelo, her fallout with Mary J. Blige, and even her thoughts on Diddy. In a video she recorded just months before her death, Angie revealed that years after she and D'Angelo broke up, an employee from the company representing him had sent letters to industry professionals falsely accusing her of introducing D'Angelo to drugs and alcohol. These letters also painted her as controlling and difficult to work with, ultimately damaging her career. However, Angie never blamed D'Angelo himself. She firmly believed he had no knowledge of the smear campaign. Instead, she pointed fingers at his business handlers, who she claimed had worked tirelessly to break them up and tarnish her reputation. So, this person let me know, and has gone on record to say, that when the time comes, they will step up to this Mike and reveal that their assignment was to destroy my credibility by making me seem unstable in a relationship that was innocent, pure, and real. In fact, it was so real and pure that you could hear it in the music. It was nourishing, authentic, and beautiful. Angie also spoke about Mary J. Blige, recalling when Mary was just entering the music industry. She explained that she had been present during the early days of both Diddy's and Mary's careers at Uptown Records. According to Angie, Kurt Woodley, who worked for Andre Harrell at Uptown, once mentioned that they had discovered a raw but talented artist who reminded them of Angie herself. That artist was Mary J. Blige. Kurt, who was Mary's manager at the time, asked Angie to mentor her. He explained that they had discovered Mary singing Anita Baker songs at a mall karaoke and needed someone to help polish her artistry. Angie agreed and even took Mary to her home in Little Ferry, New Jersey. Angie revealed that she wrote a song called I Ain't Taking No Shorts for Mary at Uptown's request, as they wanted to strengthen Mary's image. After recording the song, Angie believed its lyrics helped boost Mary's self-confidence. Mary sang that song with all her heart. We never got to finish it, but I remember hearing her mention it once. After her success skyrocketed, she would always say, "Boy, Angie Stone is a very, very pretty girl." And I remember I ain't taking no shorts. That was all I needed, to be acknowledged. I know those lyrics gave her a sense of self-worth that day, making her think, you know what? They're not going to treat me just any kind of way. Angie also reflected on her time with her group, The Sequence, and how they influenced fashion trends in the industry. She noted that The Sequence wore metallic jackets and white cheerleader skirts long before Mary J. Blige was seen sporting a football jersey with a white tennis skirt. If you remember, my group, The Sequence, used to wear metallic jackets with white cheerleader skirts. We were cheerleaders before we became artists. Not long after, Mary J. Blige was seen sitting on a brownstone stoop, wearing a football jersey and a white cheerleader skirt. I had my feelings about it because, at the time, nobody in New York was wearing tennis skirts. The Sequence brought that style to the scene, but Mary made it famous. After she wore it, suddenly, everyone wanted to be like Mary J. Blige. But in my heart, I felt like she absorbed some of my energy and took that confidence out into the world, becoming the powerhouse she is today. Despite everything Angie did to support Mary's career, she felt Mary never showed gratitude for her help. Worse, she claimed Mary had even taken a song she recorded with D'Angelo without permission.